Hi Guy. More than 37 years after it debuted, Star Trek: The Next Generation remains one of the most beloved and influential sci-fi series of its era, and for many fans it grew to surpass its predecessor series. The Next Generation also made worldwide stars out of its ensemble cast. So today, in this video you will see how actors of the movie Star Trek: The Next Generation have changed. You will know their original names and age. I will show you how they looked then in 1987 and how they look now in 2024. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Jonathan Frakes as William Riker. Age filming, 35 years old. Age now, 72 years old. Commander William T. Riker, Picard's right-hand man and first officer, was played by Jonathan Frakes. Riker was more of the classic Trek rogue, similar in some ways to William Shatner's Captain James T. Kirk, namely, his penchant for getting into trouble and getting women across the galaxy to fall in love with him. But he was also a trusted colleague and friend to Picard across 7 seasons and 4 movies. He's also a successful director. Patrick Stewart as Jean-Luc Picard. Age filming 47 years old. Age now 84 years old. The captain of the Enterprise, Jean-Luc Picard, was played by Sir Patrick Stewart for all 7 seasons. Sir Patrick Stewart had the unenviable task of following William Shatner's James T. Kirk as the next captain of the Enterprise in Star Trek canon. Somehow, as Captain Jean-Luc Picard, he not only pulled it off, but managed to become a science fiction icon to rival Kirk, leading the Enterprise crew with steely resolve and an always commanding presence. Stewart was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II in 2010 for services to drama. Stewart will conclude Picard's story in 2023 after 3 seasons of Star Trek: Picard on Paramount. LeVar Burton as Geordi La Forge. Age filming, 30 years old. Age now, 67 years old. LeVar Burton played the engineering genius Geordi La Forge. Besides Stewart, Burton was easily the most well-known member of the cast. 10 years prior, he had played Kunta Kinte in the 1977 ABC miniseries Roots, which was nominated for 37 Emmy Awards, winning 9, including a nomination for Burton. His iconic visor made him one of the most instantly recognizable characters in the franchise. In 1999, he directed the Disney Channel original movie classic, Smart House. Burton was recently at the center of a campaign to take over as the new host of Jeopardy! Gates McFadden as Beverly Crusher. Age filming, 38 years old. Age now, 76 years old. Gates McFadden played the chief medical officer Dr. Beverly Crusher for 6 seasons. She was replaced briefly in season 2. Dr. Crusher was introduced as the chief medical officer of the Enterprise with a long relationship with Picard, her late husband, Jack, and Picard were close friends, and Picard even brought back Jack's body after death. McFadden, at 76, has appeared in episodes of shows like Franklin and Bash, NCIS, and The Practice. Michael Dorn as Worf. Age filming, 35 years old. Age now, 72 years old. Michael Dorn played Worf. He was the first Klingon to be a main character in Star Trek in 3 of the original films. Klingon were, if not the main antagonists, one of the secondary foes. One of the most important aspects of the future established by Star Trek: The Next Generation was the evolved relationship between humans and Klingon. This time around, the series put a Klingon on the Enterprise bridge in the form of Worf, the intense warrior turned Federation office played by Michael Dorn. Dorn's portrayal of Worf made him perhaps the most popular Klingon in the history of the series. Dorn also an accomplished pilot. Brent Spiner as Data. Age filming, 38 years old. Age now, 75 years old. Brent Spiner played Data, an android who was on a quest to become more human. While most of the characters on TNG were almost entirely original, the role was Data, who turned the aspirational android into one of the franchise's most beloved characters. Spiner appeared in all 4 TNG movies. In fact, his character might have had the most complete arc when you take in his sacrifice at the end of Nemesis. He also played an ancestor of his character's creator, Dr. Arik Som, in 4 episodes of Enterprise's 4th season. Marina Sirtis as Deanna Troi. Age filming, 32 years old. Age now, 69 years old. Marina Sirtis played Deanna Troi, the ship's counselor and an empath, also appearing in 4 Star Trek films as the psychically powered space crusader. As counselor Deanna Troi, Marina Sirtis added an element to the Next Generation that even the original series never quite explored. She was in some ways the heir to Uhura, and her relationship with William Riker may be the best romance in Trek history. Sirtis, 69, reprised the role for one episode of Picard with her on-screen husband, Riker. Jean de Lancey is Q. Age filming, 39 years old. Age now, 76 years old. Jean de Lancey played Q, a mischievous, omnipotent being throughout all 7 seasons of TNG. Jean de Lancey's villainous Q terrorized Picard and the Enterprise for most of TNG. He put the robes back on as the all-powered, extra-dimensional being as the main nemesis during Season 2 of Picard. Whoopi Goldberg as Guinan. Age filming, 32 years old. Age now, 69 years old. She played as Guinan, an alien bartender in the ship's lounge who acted as a sounding board for many characters. At the same time, Goldberg was becoming a true A-lister. In 1990, she starred in Ghost, which eventually won her an Oscar. Majel Barrett as Lwaxana Troi. Age filming, 32 years old. Majel Barrett was a real scene stealer as Lwaxana Troi, Federation ambassador and Deanna Troi's mother. Also the voice of the ship's computer. The wife of Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry was also the voice of for the ship's computer systems across several series from 1966 to 2009. Sadly, she passed in 2008 at 76 age. Cole Meany as Miles O'Brien. Age filming, 34 years old. Age now, 69 years old. Cole Meany had a recurring role as the transporter chief Miles O'Brien. O'Brien was such a prominent supporting character on TNG that Meany ultimately migrated over to take a major role on the follow-up series Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, where he continued to play O'Brien until that series ended in 1999. Meany, 71, continued to play O'Brien in Deep Space Nine through 1999. After wrapping up his role in Deep Space Nine, Meany went on to be nominated for a Gemini Award in 2002 for his role in Canadian series Random Passage. Wil Wheaton as Wesley Crusher. Age filming, 15 years old. Age now, 52 years old. Wil Wheaton played Wesley Crusher, Dr. Crusher's son, and a controversial character. Wil Wheaton was just a teen when he played Wesley Crusher on TNG, taking on the part of the space savant in 1987, not long after his role in the classic Stand By Me. While Wesley was no stranger to a bit of mischief while on the Enterprise, fans were happy to have him back with a surprise appearance at the end of Picard's 2nd season. Wheaton, 52, made a surprise cameo at the end of Season 2 of Picard. Denise Crosby as Tasha Yar. Age filming, 30 years old. Age now, 67 years old. Denise Crosby only starred in 1 season of TNG as Natasha Yar. Yar's death was one of the biggest shocks of TNG, and proved this wasn't going to be like the original show. Deaths weren't just reserved for red shirts. Here, no one was safe. Her character was killed in the Season 1 episode Skin of Evil by a malevolent tar-like creature. Crosby, 67, recently appeared in a few episodes of General Hospital.